Fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Work and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
What is wrong playing the joke everybody loves? I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. It's long, I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs and hippies. Women like Nicky know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real. I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020, yeah. VVS, Clipper D, yeah. Determination, laser focus, banging on they though they taking notice. Determination, laser focus, banging on they though they taking notice. Yeah. 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 Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some.
All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and our home team. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10
at their own 26-yard line.
We're set. 19.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Watson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off. And right away, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Ready? 18 Gator.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Watch the slant. Check 61. Match box. Deep dribble. Deep dribble.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Ready?
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Go. 5.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Back to throw. Herbert feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The sack there by J.J. Watt. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here is Eckler. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Herbert looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
On 4th down, Herbert. And Brown's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. Antonio Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
But you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards the pickup there.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Forced out to his left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Watson on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Antonio Brown, 97 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it. It's Watson. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 41. Let's go, D. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. 5.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off play action. Herbert. Got a man. It's Brown. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Chargers.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
X3, 218, jump.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Texans nothing.
Set 50, plant. Greystone, travel. Dude.
On 1st down, Herbert throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Antonio Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll run it with Johnson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here we go with Johnson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the 1st down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Come on, fellas.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Watson. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Peterson running right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 31 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. What a great surprise Austin Ekeler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Go.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ready? 30 base. Protein spill. Kill. Snap.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On 3rd down, here's Ekeler. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You
down.
don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He'll have a first down past the 40. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But now it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
All right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
We're set. 19. Mike, 49. I got 9.
The first down carry here for Johnson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
I hope you brought your records. I'm
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And that last penalty makes his third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Watson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
65.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check it back. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hit it.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Go. 15. Shoot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
You better talk to your boy. You better talk to your boy. I'm going to protect you.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
90 Wolf.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ready?
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Antonio Brown, 71 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchdown.